All the videos had some sort of discrimination, whether it dealt with gender, culture, or their personal characteristics. Diversity also played a part in these videos. Diversity is the similarities and differences among the ethnic and cultural persons and groups. In the Ask Me video, they dealt with people having a lack of information, attacked for who they are, fearful, and didn't feel safe. Here they dealt with basic human rights, alienation, and being oppressed because of their specific group, which is the LGBTQ community. Just as well as we are humans, they are humans also, and they deserve basic human rights and to be treated equally as people. They also deal with the alienation, this feeling like that they don't fit in, which they shouldn't feel like that. They should feel comfortable and be able to speak and be who they are, regardless of their gender roles. Intellectual disabilities, in the video they were denied healthcare, they were treated differently, and here this all ties into human rights. Just because they have intellectual disabilities does not mean that they should be treated differently or not have the rights that we have, because they are still human, so they deserve the basic human rights. They are also discriminated, not being able to participate or learn in the classrooms just as well as we are, and again being denied the health care because they are intellectual disabled, and this should not be a problem. Taking Root also, Taking Root talks about how the women were discriminated, and how the men felt like that women should obey them and respect them just because they are men and they have the higher power. They also face marginalization. Marginalization is having less power or being viewed as less important. The women also work together to build trees, and so they can have food and provide for their families. And by doing this, they empower each other. And when I say empowerment, they took action into their own hands to improve their basic living, and also the political views of the men, them not having a say so, and planting the trees so they can have a better living. Being black in America, also he talks about born into a struggle, and that doesn't mean just not being financially stable, just being black, being scared, having to fight for our rights and our life. Also, just being educated and black, that we can be educated and black, and people should not fear us because we are educated, and we should have the same opportunities as everyone else. Being oppressed, human rights, resiliency, empowerment, and alienation also play a part in this being black in America, because they, just like in the previous videos, everyone deserves basic human rights. Everyone should be treated equally regardless of their race or their ethnic backgrounds. And the black community have to empower each other so that they can get ahead in life, and that we can be treated equally, and people don't feel a certain way about us. The three deadliest words: it's a girl. This population is a population at risk, and they go by a gender side, which is a strong cultural preference, preferring sons instead of daughters. Being that this is a population at risk is because they are killing the little girls, and that they prefer sons. And as a social worker, we have to be able to deal with this and accept that that's their cultural preference. It basically falls into the category of a cultural competence. And all of the videos play a big part in human rights, diversity, and alienation, marginalization, and they all tie together, just having basic human rights.